Ron Porter, the occupational therapist here. I'm going to show a few tips and tricks regarding home safety, mainly in the kitchen. I'll also look at different ways of staying safe throughout your house. This is our new kitchen. It is a working kitchen. We have operational stove and microwave, and the sink works. This area over here is more of a bathroom area for practicing. We might get into that if there's a few minutes to spare too, as far as transfers and moving on things. Okay. So first thing I want to do is get into reaching. Reaching, as Natalie may have pointed out in her balance video, is one of the main reasons for people to lose their balance and fall. So I wanted to go over some safe reaching techniques with you. Let me show you first a safe overhead reach. I'm going to go over here to these cupboards, and these are probably a little bit higher than what you might have at home, but the idea still kind of remains the same. Is that when you reach up into a cupboard, what you want to do is you want to set your feet first. And so you want to get down to my feet here. I like to have 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, and then with the opposite hand. So in this case, it's going to be my right hand. I'm going to open the cupboard, and then I'll reach in and bring something out with me. Now, as I bring this out, my weight shifts back to my back foot, and I'm completely safe at this point. Now, had I have reached up and brought that down with my feet together like this, as soon as I bring this plate down, well, my balance is now going back this way, so I could lose my balance possibly. So it's always safer to have at least 1 foot back somewhat, like I'm doing here. So it guarantees a safer base of support for when you're reaching up. So reaching down low, we do that a lot when we're reaching into a dishwasher. This one happens to be running right now, so I'm not going to open that up and show you. But reaching down to get pots and pans, most of us keep those items on the lower shelf. So having a hand down on top of something is a good idea to do that. Let me show you what I mean. So again, finding a solid place to hang on to first before you reach down is going to be important. Some people have more flexibility than others, but separating those feet out and maybe even sliding your hand down will get you down just that much further. You see how much further I can reach down into the cupboard. If I slide my back further back, I'm still pretty safe to that slide. And then reaching in with the opposite hand. So at this point, again, I have a point back here, a point down here, and then a point forward. And so then my right hand is free to be able to reach in and get a pan.
That's last we
So it's just a safer way of reaching rather than trying to reach straight in. So I'm going to pardon my back here, reach straight in. So now I'm out here, I've got no support in front of me at my side or anything. I'm just going to reach straight down. Well, I can go just about any direction at that point, right? So it's always good to just try and have as many points of support as you can when you do a downward reach. Heavy things, a lot of times heavy things, thinking toaster ovens or other types of things that you might have pushed back on your counter. You may want to bring those forward. Reason being, again, having to reach forward can cause some balance issues. So bringing things a little bit more forward on your countertop is helpful too. Let's talk about moving things from point A to point B in the kitchen. All right, I'm going to take down, I'll take down plates here. So I'll take the plate down here. And I'm just going to move it over to, say, over here for now. Okay. So I'm going to get something out of the refrigerator. Nothing fancy. Set it down here. Okay. Now, a lot of our folks move with an assistive device like a cane, a walker, or some other thing for stability. Well, it's really hard. Say you want to move this from point A to point B. It's really hard to control a cane or a walker in your hands when they're being taken up by a plate or wherever it is you're wanting to move, right? So what I typically recommend, if you really need to have your cane or your walker, to set that aside and use the countertop again for support in your kitchen. That's going to give you, again, a really good strong base of support. And then this stove is pretty well set up. There's not raised burners or anything in here. So I can just slide this actually across the top of the stove, you know, and I'm staying close into my countertop here. I can move this around wherever I need to move it. You know, so instead of picking it up and carrying it somewhere, I'm just basically using my surfaces to slide things around. So it gives you a little bit more stability that way. My bathroom setups, one is a lock-in shower setup here, the other one is a tub shower. So both of these are setups that most people are going to have in their homes. These are actually the most handy to get in and out of because you don't have a surface to have to step over. This one in particular only has about an inch or so that you have to step over to get into the shower area. So this is set up pretty nicely here. This is a bench that folds up and down for easy access in and out. And then we've got 3 different styles of grab bars. We've got soap, we've got water, we have all sorts of different slipping hazards that we cross in this area. So having something solid to hang on to is fine. So the vertical grab bar is really nice for that. You know, you can hold high, you can hold low, you can do whatever you want here. So when you get in, you'll want to probably use the opposite hand, the outside hand, and then step in. And then you can use your horizontal grab bar to slow you down as you want to see. This one's really nice for standing. So if a person was going to be standing up in the shower for any reason, then you got something to hang on to, pull on, lean on, as you use your handheld shower. Okay? So that's a nice, safe setup for a shower stall. Over here is the bathtub scenario. Of course, a person could just, again, take their handy grab bar and step into the shower or into the tub, like so. Transferring onto another. But you've got to do that step, right? So there's that step in and step out again. Well, there's another way to do this. We have tub transfer bench. There's different styles of these. This happens to be one that flips down and flips up. So the way you'd use this, of course, would be lean with a grab bar on the end of our tub here. Have a seat on that. Scoot yourself back as far as you can. And then you can swing one leg down. And then the other. Okay. If you ever have a question about where to place a grab bar, place a grab bar wherever your hand is going to go. You're never going to go wrong with that. Or come on in and have a look and see what we have here if you want to get some ideas about how to set up your bathroom.